If people can tell that you color graded your footage, I can already tell you that you're doing it wrong. Because real color grading serves the shot. It doesn't grab attention for itself. Let's kill some bad habits today. I'm Giuseppe. I started off as a broke videographer, but now I'm a colorist and I grade for clients worldwide. You're probably seeing my show reel somewhere here in this video. And I remember I started just like you when I was a videographer. I went to YouTube, got the usual advice, slept on a lot, cranked a few settings, tried to adjust the contrast, exposure, that shit. And I just tried to do my best to make my footage look less bad than what it actually was. I just did what YouTubers told me to do, and surprise, surprise, it didn't work. Today, I actually do this for a living, and I teach videographers how to really grade without the YouTube fluff. So let's cut the bullshit. I guess you've heard online somewhere that one of the things that a client can say after they look at your grade is make it pop more. I guess you've heard this saying that you should make it pop, that it should look beautiful, that it should be this and that. It's a thing that people often say in their tutorials because they're just echoing bad advice. And if you actually listen to the advice people give here on YouTube, you'll realize that they're just copying off of one another. So I guess you've heard it. You probably have heard about that phrase, make it pop. And that's what happened to me as well, because I remember when I was still, new to this whole grading thing, before even thinking about becoming a colorist, I was just a videographer that wanted to get better at color grading his videos, because I looked at mine and I wanted that, that cinematic, that high, like the premium feeling that comes with a good color grade. That's what I thought. I wanted that, and I thought that guys on YouTube could teach me how to achieve it, but I was so wrong. So what I kept hearing was, you can make it pop. They're gonna ask you to make it pop. If they ask you to make it pop, just up the contrast, do this, and then it's gonna pop out of the screen. It's always this fucking word, but what does it mean? I don't like that word. And I'm telling you, because of these things, we're gonna bust out some bad habits today. And because of the things that happened to me and are happening to you as well, listen closely. Listen closely. Because of these things, I have lost clients when I actually realized that I liked color grading way more than I liked shooting videos. I said to myself, hey, maybe I want to pivot and I want to study this thing seriously. I want to follow a few courses and get a few mentors, and I want to go all in. When I started doing that, I remember that my first clients, I didn't have experience, of course, so it was all new. And since nobody teaches you these things that I'm about to teach you, nobody really talks about them because nobody knows about them, because they're all just repeating the same thing over and over again. Nobody goes deep about why they're telling you the things they're telling you to do. Because of this, especially at the beginning of my career, I lost so many big clients. I'm telling you. There was a client years ago that was a very big opportunity for me, and I just messed it up. I messed it up because they had, it was a commercial shot in a fairly neutral way, like they had white walls and stuff. It was just neutral. And they gave me a reference with another palette. It was a bit different from what they shot. And I remember I just overdid it. That's it. Because you're taught to grade in a way that grabs attention for itself, you just end up overdoing it. And that's the real danger that nobody talks about this. Listen, I'm being very serious right now. The way you're being taught grading is actually harming you. It's not doing you a favor. Listen to me. There's a tendency to just overdo everything. We have lost what grading should actually do. And this thing to just make it pop more, make it better, just make it beautiful, it's all wrong. I mean, yeah, grading can be beautiful. I mean, look at movies. They look absolutely great, especially the big ones. But this tendency to just run after this feeling that grading, this tendency, this thought that grading should somehow just be good in and of itself, it's wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. So I remember there was a time, so I was like, wait, why am I losing clients? Like, why does nobody like my grading? It's like the more I try to do, the less they want me. And I was like, well, why is this happening? And what I realized at that moment, that's when my mind changed. What I realized is that Color grading should not grab attention for itself. Color grading is all about serving the story. I'll give you a quick example. Look at the setting I'm in. Okay, here's the real value. Look at it. Look at the setting I'm in. Now, I'm recording this thing in log, okay? This is color graded. Believe it or not, there's a grade applied to it. Now, the more experienced right here will have already noticed that, because there's a certain feeling in this video. There's a certain thing about this setting, the way the colors interact. It's just so smooth. It's soothing. It looks pleasant. It's good to look at. Do you realize that the image you're looking at is good? Your eyes like it. Okay, don't you think that this is on purpose? Do you think that the room I'm recording in looks exactly like what you're seeing? No, I'm telling you. And don't you think that I could also have cranked the contrast, that I could have just brought my shadows down and exposure up, added a tint, and done all that? No. I mean, yes, I could, but that's not what I wanted to do, because it wouldn't have served the story. Now, what do I mean about the story? You're like, okay, Giuseppe, I need to shoot a fucking, I don't know, an advert for a company. What story is there? Like, what does it mean to serve the story? I'm talking about conveying the feeling that the audience should feel. When I want you to watch my video, I want you to know that we're being serious, that I'm not lying to you, that I'm talking about the real shit nobody else is willing to talk about. And I want things to look as natural as they can without looking heavy, without having them, weigh on you. I want you to feel good when you're here. Trust me when I say all this, because I learned this the hard way. I'm telling you, angry clients, endless nights, a lot of revisions. Can you change this? I had a client just straight up call me, Giuseppe, what the fuck did you do to the footage? I had people tell me that, and it's very embarrassing. These are things that before like these videos on YouTube, I never told anybody, because they're so embarrassing. Like, I thought if people knew this, I might actually start losing clients again because of these things in the past. So it was not a pleasant experience. This is so more deep than you think. This affected my self-esteem. This affected everything. I actually wanted to quit grading because of this, because I realized I'm not progressing, I'm regressing. Like, why the more that I try to pursue this, the less good my grades become. They're too pushed, they're too unprofessional. So why does this happen? There's essentially two types of videographers right now. There's the preset pirates, and the preset pirates are just the guys that get told to slap on a LUT on top of all their footage. So they get a LUT from the internet, they buy it, maybe they spend money on LUTs, which is fucking unreal for me. Then they get the LUT on top of their footage without even knowing if it works with their camera, if it works with log, with Rec 709. They don't even know about these things. And they get the LUT on top of their footage. If it's too strong, if they shot Rec 709 and it's meant for log, so it's too strong because gamma doesn't line up correctly. If it's too strong, they just adjust the intensity, which doesn't even make fucking sense. And I'm gonna go over that in another video, but just stick with me. And they adjust the intensity. Maybe they mess with contrast. You've seen it everywhere. You get the LUT, you mess with contrast. Maybe you grade in Premiere, which is even worse. And you adjust the contrast, you do this. They pray that people will notice their style. And here's a spoiler. People do notice their style. And it's not a compliment. It's not. Then you have the color kings. Now, the color kings are the more mature videographers. They realize that not everything should look the same way, should look and feel the same way. So you can have a shot where you have less contrast, when you purposely dial the contrast back. And you can have a shot where you purposely dial the contrast in, you move forward. They're the guys that actually listen to the advice and ask themselves, does this work with my footage, my story? Does this serve my purpose? Do you see how the mindset is different? They're not just chasing trends. They're not just trying to show off their grading skills. Because when you try to show off your grading skills, that's when you're actually going to start losing clients. Let me tell you. I know that you're thinking, hey, Giuseppe, yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. But how do people notice that my videos look better now that I started grading them, instead of before when I just slept on LUTs? And that's a great fucking question. But let me tell you, the moment you start to show off your grading skills, like, bro, I see so many people, I cringe. I cringe. It's a meme in the colorist community, man. The power of color grading. That's fucking cringe. That's cringe. And it's a dude in the gym that recorded himself. And you see like the slider, the image wipe, it changes. And now it's all fucking green. It's a tint. They just applied a tint to it. Or a lot. If it's even worse. Don't be that guy. Don't be that. I'm telling you, man. Real color kings. They grade so the audience feels the mood. Some things you learn with experience, and I'll make other videos about it, of course. Some things you don't want them to be seen, you want them to be felt. That's what pros do. Like, you know, when you look at something that looks so good, like this video, for example, it looks so soothing, it looks so good, it just works. Like, you can't go there and pinpoint what's making it work. Do you realize that? Fucking listen to me. I'm giving you the secret sauce, man. Listen. Shut up and listen. It just works. And you can't even pinpoint what is it that's making it work. Why? Why do I like it so much? That's exactly what I'm talking about. Do you realize that? Do you realize that I've just given you the secret? Which one do you want to be? Preset pirate or color king? I don't know which one I'm aiming for. But what about you? Remember this. The biggest mistake in grading is grading to impress, not express. Repeat that. You want to express, not impress. If your work, if your grading actively distracts from what's going on because you're too stuck looking at the grade instead of the whole image. Because look, grading, it's a form of art, but it doesn't exist like by itself. It's something that you do on top of something else, right? You can't grade nothing. You need to grade something. So if it's distracting from that something, you're doing it wrong. Real colorists are invisible. That's actually a compliment. Realize this. Bro, I'm telling you what I don't know, like nobody talks about this. Nobody tells you. It's all about the newest effect, the newest preset, DaVinci 20 this, DaVinci 20 that. Fuck all that bullshit, bro. Fuck that, honestly. Real colorists are invisible. That's it. That's who you want to be. Don't be like these fucking guys, man. They'll get you broke, bro. You're gonna lose clients. You are gonna lose clients to this. You want to look professional, you're gonna look like an amateur, bro. People are gonna look at your videos, they're gonna laugh. You want to charge more. You want to grade because you want to charge more for your fucking work. And I agree with that. That's a beautiful fucking decision. Let me tell you, that's a beautiful thing. But you're going to get the opposite out of that. You want to be the guy that grades his footage. You don't want to be the guy that slaps on a lot. You don't want to be a fucking preset pirate. But guess what? You're training your fucking brain to be the worst of them all. The fucking preset pirate supreme. I don't know, man. That's what you're doing. You're supposed to guide the viewer, not hijack their attention. Is that clear? So here's what you should do step by step. Before you even go and touch a node or a LUT, or fuck you and your LUTs, but before you touch a node, you should ask yourself, what does this shot need? How should this make the audience feel? And you need to have that. Don't just add color because you can. Go on my channel right now. I have a guide. Maybe I'll have it pop up on the screen, whatever. I have a guide. And it's a simple, like 30-minute color grading guide for real beginners who have never touched a node in their life. And I teach you how to get a good professional look real fast. Okay, go look at that. Like in the video, I begin with this video that I really graded for a real person. Like it's real, because I'm fucking legit, I'm telling you. And it begins with this video that I already graded for a client, and I get it on the channel and I say, I'm gonna do something close to the real grade that I did. I'm gonna make it faster, of course, and I'm gonna go for like the trendy teal and orange that it's going on these days, because that's most of what I did in the original grade. It's a little different, but you get the point. I actually started grading that and I realized, hey, you know what? I actually wanna subtract color from it. I don't wanna make it colorful. I wanna go with a different style. I'm actually feeling this. And you'll see that in the actual grade, I actually subtracted shit instead of adding it. That's what your approach should be. I'm not saying just subtract saturation. I'm not saying just subtract saturation every time you can. No, that's not it. That's not it, Chief. Don't listen. I mean, listen, but listen carefully. I'm saying, ask yourself, like, does this need more color? Does this need a fucking blue tint? Does this need that? Does it work? No. It shouldn't be like a fucking yes, of course it does every time. Because every shot is different. You feel me? Like, how would you feel if I were a doctor prescribing the same medicine to every patient with a different problem? I'd be fucking crazy, right? So why are you treating your footage the same exact way? Why are you treating it that way, man? You must be crazy. No, but you see, I'm slapping some sense into you. Like, you see how this all makes sense? Because it's real. I'm telling you, bro. Trust me. Turn your brain off and trust me. Go reference real films, not just Instagram filters. Your focus should first be on story, mood, and then skin tones. I'm gonna make another video on skin tones. I already have one on the channel, but I feel like I can do a better job. I'll explain to you in another video. Stay tuned. I'll explain to you in another video what it means to get good skin tones, because everybody gets it wrong. Okay, I'm gonna teach you, no bullshit. You know already the style. If you watch me, you're serious about grading, you don't wanna be a preset pirate anymore, you wanna get, like, you wanna become a color king, I'm gonna teach you about skin tones, stay tuned. So the thing should be story, mood, then skin tones. And the best compliment that you can get is when people forget that you even graded the footage. Because it just looks right. Not because it looks trash, be careful. Not because it looks trash, but because it just works. Because it doesn't grab attention for itself. I'm telling you, like, every pro I know, the thing that they always ask themselves is, how can I better serve the story? That's it. That's it. That's literally it. They do not want to distract from it. The thing I'm focusing on right now is just building this program that will have all the advice I wish I had when I wanted to start learning how to grade. And if you're getting value out of this, just imagine how much more you'll get once you're in my paid program. Practice footage, Q&A, direct feedback, all the things that actually teach you how to be the guy that can grade his footage properly. Not just pretend to be doing it. Like, it's honestly gonna be so insanely high value, priced for everybody who's serious about it. Actually, if you're watching this in the future after I film this, you can probably already go check in the description and see if you can find the link to it, because I'll probably have it done by then. Also, if you got value, real value from this lesson today, subscribe now so you don't miss more. I drop real value every day, man. No bullshit, just no fluff, just the things that actually make you grow. Either way, stop being a preset pirate, man. Learn how to be a color king. God bless you.